Pretty little fear, music to my ears. Welcome back to another ANEZMIND reaction, guys. Today we are reacting once again to the channel Psych to Go, title being Self Check. 6 signs you're becoming a toxic person.
Okay.
Now you might be asking, why are we reacting to this video on this channel? Well, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I question if I am a toxic individual. I'm a very, at least I wish to believe, I like to believe that I'm a just and fair person. I really look to be, that type of person. I'm always trying to conduct myself in a just manner, and I guess, in social interactions, trying to figure out what's fair, what's a fair way to work things out if there's ever a problem. That's just something that goes sorry, I'm tripping. My sister's cooking something that smells good and my mind is falling over there right now. But let me focus in. Anyways, let's read the description. Lord have mercy. Toxic traits aren't always obvious. They can go unchecked for a while. It can be challenging to look inward and consider whether you have these traits. But it can also give you the opportunity to become a better friend, family member, and significant other. In this video, we'll be learning about 6 signs that you're becoming a toxic person. Now, I'm hoping that I don't relate to any of these 6 signs.
Stop it. Get some help.
And I'm hoping that you don't either. But this is, one of the, wow, you're a sociopath. This is crazy. But yeah, no, this is, what's the word I'm trying to explain in such a way, but this is the path of figuring out who we are as people, or who you are as a person, and just trying to, maybe this is the last reaction. I can't think right now. OMG. Let's just get into the video. 1080p. All right.
When you think of a toxic person, what comes?
Don't do that. Why are my captions off? Anyways, let's get into the video, guys.
When you think of a toxic person, what comes to mind? Toxic
Angry.
traits aren't always obvious. They can go unchecked for a while. It can be challenging to look inwards and consider whether you have these traits, but it can also give you the opportunity to become a better friend, family member, and significant other.
That's the goal.
In this video, we'll be learning about 6 signs that you're becoming a toxic person. If you notice you have some of these tendencies, there's no need to feel down on yourself. The goal is to help you reflect and see if there are any areas for improvement in your communication style or behaviors that you could benefit from changing. So let's jump into it. Number 1, you're argumentative. Do you find yourself constantly getting into arguments or feeling excited when a conflict arises? If so, you could be acting in a toxic manner to those around you by causing unnecessary disagreements. Of course, it's normal to argue occasionally with the people in your life. Disagreements happen from time to time.
Right.
But if it's a constant pattern and you find it hard to keep your relationships peaceful, it may be worth considering whether your
the animations got me weak.
could be avoided. Number 2, you never own up to mistakes. We all make mistakes and sometimes even hurt people unintentionally. But the way we act after these slip-ups can make a huge difference in our relationships. How do you respond in these situations? One telltale sign that you can't admit to your wrongdoings is that you often say, "I'm sorry that you feel," instead of saying, "I'm sorry that I."
Sorry you feel that way.
Instead of taking responsibility and apologizing when you mess up, you might tend to shift the blame to someone or something else. One way to avoid this toxic behavior is to listen to someone else's concerns before you become defensive and focus on fixing the issue at hand rather than being right. Number 3, you can't seem to avoid drama.
I'm 0 for 3 right
If
now, so
you
I guess
always
that's
find
good.
yourself in drama, whether it's at work, school, or in your personal life, it can be helpful
Lee
to
Makatio.
self-reflect and ask why. Is everyone else in the wrong, or is there something you can change to maintain more peaceful relationships? Some people have different personalities and just don't get along. But there may also be a different cause. For example, does drama make you feel important because the attention is on you? Does it entertain you? If so, this could be a toxic behavior that may have a negative effect on you and others in your life. Number 4, you are jealous and possessive.
Okay. Okay, we might be getting somewhere with this one. Um, I'm only jealous and possessive in romantic relationships. Other than that, I'm pretty cool, you know. And I feel like it's not even logical to be possessive over, another individual, but emotionally it's kind of hard to stop that, especially when you become, attached to the other person. You kind of feel or see you guys to be, one, as who was it? I think it was Aristotle that said, love is one soul inhabiting two bodies. But anyways, that's besides the point. Yeah, I don't really get this feeling unless I'm uh in a romantic relationship.
Do you find yourself getting jealous of your friends or partners? To
Hmm.
consider this question further, notice how you feel when people you're close to hang out with others. If you feel a sense of possessiveness or have the urge to control them, this could be a toxic behavior to monitor more closely. Communicating openly with your friends or partner about setting reasonable boundaries can be beneficial. It's also important to be self-aware when feelings of jealousy come up.
Yeah.
Remember, just because a friend enjoys hanging out with someone else, that doesn't mean your relationship is less important to them. Number 5, you are overly competitive.
What you
Under
mean?
normal circumstances, competition is healthy. Most
Right.
of us want to excel and feel like we are above average. But it's also important to celebrate others' success and lift them up, especially those you love. How do you feel when you hear about a loved one's success? Are you happy for them, or do you feel the need to downplay it? If you find yourself diminishing others' wins and only celebrating your own, you might be engaging in toxic behaviors. There is room for all of us to win. Everyone's journey is different, and others' accomplishments don't take away from your own. And number 6, you are extremely critical of others.
Okay.
When you have a close relationship with
Two for
someone, you might
six.
poke fun at each other every once in a while. This might even
Okay,
be
wait,
a
never
way
mind.
to bond with your friend or partner to show how comfortable you are with them. But you might cross the line and make someone feel negative about themselves.
Okay, yeah, no,
When
no.
you point out someone's flaws, it can sometimes do more harm than good. These criticisms don't always have to be serious. Mocking people or speaking in a disrespectful tone, whether it's sarcasm or not, can
Yeah, no, that's one thing I look to do. I'm very cautious about what I say to certain people. I've personally taken upon myself study my friends, study my relationships, the people I have relationships with, and study who they are as a person and take note of their proclivities, take note of, you know, just who they are specifically and generally, Well, take note of who they are in specifics and also generally. Um, yeah, no, I feel like I have a good enough understanding of what to say to certain people to provoke certain responses in them. I know, like, one of my friends, Rodney, I know something I could say that can get him started up or get him going, whatever. Yeah, but so I would in conversation I would purposely look to kind of stray away from those words, those responses, and the same goes for basically all my relationships. I feel like I have that much of an understanding of the people I keep in my circle. But yeah, so I'm 1 for 6 right now. I'm one for
whether it's
six.
sarcasm or not,
Maybe I'm
can
not a
be a
toxic
toxic way of
person
communicating.
in
If
accordance to
you
this
catch
video.
yourself cracking jokes or making comments that tear others down, ask yourself whether it could be affecting their self-esteem. So, did you relate
Nah.
to any of these points? If you made it to the end of this video, take a moment to appreciate yourself for learning more about toxic traits and
Shout out
considering where you
Houston.
can improve in your relationships. That in itself is an achievement. Whether you recognized any of these traits in yourself or not, remember that everyone has room to improve. Your desire to reflect on your own habits will make you a better friend, coworker, family member, you name it. Asking others for feedback on your communication style, including what they want to see you do more or less of, can be a simple way to avoid toxic behavior and improve your relationships. If you found this video helpful, like and share it with friends that might find insight in it too.
Pretty short video, 5-minute video, you know, not too long of a reaction. I'm looking at this one here. 9 types you might be truly inheriting. Oh. See, maybe I'm not intelligent because I thought this read intelligence. Gotcha. I'm tripping. But yeah, great video. Great to find out that I'm not toxic. But, you know, like I said, I love to read the comments. Let's see what people are saying. The problem is that the seriously toxic people aren't going to self-reflect while watching this video. And the victims of narcissistic people are going to doubt themselves and think maybe I am the one stating unnecessary arguments. This world is funny, man. You know? 6 true empaths need to realize that partner. Narcissistic people can also make you feel at fault and make you think you are toxic. So assess whether you feel toxic when you are around certain people or if you are that way around it. Ooh. You know? Nah. I don't think I'm around anybody. I feel like nobody has really... I don't think I'm around anybody who's truly a nerd. Well, actually, I think I am. But they don't really affect me. Like, maybe the relationship is just, you know, not that close. You know, we're not that close in relation, and so they don't really affect me. Or maybe I'm just that guy. I don't know. But yeah, love the fact that keto is in a thumb. What? But yeah, I don't think anybody in the comment has come to the realization that they're toxic. I think everyone here who, you know, trying to make sure they're not toxic is people who, you know, like I said, are willing to self-reflect and learn more about themselves. What does it say? It's very hard to accept a person. It's very hard to accept for a person to accept that she is toxic. I'm also a toxic person. Now I'm trying to change myself as soon as possible, trying self-counseling, meditation, and all. Through all these processes, I can understand that behind every toxic person, there are a strong reason. That reason can be a family and toxic relationship between your parents, judgmental, friends, or relatives, childhood trauma, and many things. Now that's very true. Like, I don't think people just, you know, are born evil, born toxic, born bad. You know, something affects the individual. And that's why I always, according to Carl Jung's theory, you know, that idea about the shadow, you gotta understand that, or not understand, but you got to be able to see yourself in other people or see other people within yourself, you know, vice versa, however which way you wish to think it or put it. We're all the same, man. We're all the same, you know. We're all capable of doing evil. We're all capable of doing good. Certain circumstances take place within our life and affect us as individuals, and I don't know if there's much we can do about it. Well, we can always take steps. We can always try. That's one thing we can always do. We can always try to be better. We can always try to find a balance within our lives, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, anyways, make sure to leave a like, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and make sure to turn on post notifications. But as always, if you're not going to do any of that, at the very least, please do leave a comment. I would very much love to have a conversation with you guys. Good day.